Yeah, people. Sorry about that. Do apologise about the break in connection there. I might have a sip of my coffee and hope that you'd rejoin me. Let's hope that people come back. I do apologise, but I'll let you know. So I was just on the phone with Ash, and as I'm his mentor, he needed some advice from me. And as you can say, there you go. You know how important my talking is and that sort of thing. I literally broke this because Ash doesn't call very often. So I knew that if he was calling, it was important. So I had to break this, and it was important, and just a little bit of guidance for him. I'm not a solution to all problems, and I'm not going to fix everything. I can't fix everything, but I can guide people to be able to see what's possible for where they've got to go. And Ash really needed some advice then, so I'm sort of glad that I broke the connection with this. I do apologise to you guys though, but I'm showing you guys that if I'm 100% with you, I'm 100% with you, and there's no backwards going on that sort of thing. So I do appreciate anyone who does come back on. My message is wise, as Marcus keeps telling me, and the knowledge I've got is very informative for him. So I've got one huge fan. That's what. No, I know you all appreciate it. No, I'm wondering if there is anyone out there, because I can't actually see anything. I've just seen some hearts. So, and it normally comes up the top. So I'll get back onto what I was talking about, and it was just about the voices that we actually use and hear and all that sort of stuff, and not bringing it to light, letting it come out of our mouth, hear it through our ears, putting it on paper. Even putting it down on paper can help us out as well to see that, writing those problems. Hey, Jessica, it is working, thank goodness. To see those problems come to light, whether it's through pen or word, it's very good. But when you leave it in here, and as I was actually pointing out, we leave with our heart sometimes too. Anything that is in a dark place, and your heart's not dark, but it's within inside you, it gives you a false idea of what's possibly good, and leads us to judgment that can be wrong in some circumstances. So yeah, it's about, once you get to that point from using your heart or your mind to decide something, that through your voice, something has happened, and through my voice, I should have known that it wasn't the right thing that was going on, and I should have just nipped it in the butt straight away. But because of my heart and my kindness, I let things go, and I let it go to a point where I couldn't handle it anymore. So I did do something about it, and it's in my head. It's done because it's dusted, and when it's wiped, and that's the best thing you can do, people, is know that your heart can mislead you as well. Your mind can mislead you, but when you speak your words and you write them down or whatever, or have somebody else with you to talk about it, you can get through anything, and you can make better decisions on things that you made wrong through those other things. We quite often know within what it is we should do in some situations. But as we try to see the positives with things, we can cloud our judgment and make decisions that are wrong through our kindness. That's pretty much what I was just talking about, to be honest. There you go. I didn't even know that I was already there. I thought I'd just come back in with some pleasantries of just the way the world is, and trying to show people that no matter what we do, it's through our voice that's going to help us and heal us. and make things definitely better. And it's here to help other people. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want to do nothing but help others through what I've accomplished in my life. And through what I've accomplished, I'm able to back what I'm saying. I'm able to back myself to be able to get something started. And it's here all about I stuff. It's all about I and what I'm able to do. So I've empowered myself to be able to be here right now, to be this person that can possibly empower you to be in that one mind, not two minds. You're always going to have that second mind, I promise, like I've shown. We doubt ourselves, and I do too. I woke up this morning with a bit of doubt. Last night I went to bed with a bit of doubt. But that's due to my judgment through my heart and my mind that things didn't go how I thought they might, and I was quite disappointed, to be honest. And that's just, it's a bit shit when it happens to you, and it makes you want to give up. But guess what? No, I didn't give up. I got up and I wrote stuff before I went to bed, and then I wrote stuff when I got up this morning. And sometimes when you do that as well, it can come out a bit mixed. But this is sort of flowing, and it has actually worked towards what I want to do. Thanks for coming back, Josh and Marcus. Like I said, Ash had a bit of an issue, and Ash doesn't call me very often. When he does call me, I know it's pretty important. And as I'm his mentor, I'm here for him, and I'm trying to show you guys too that if you ever have a problem, bloody call me, give me a chat. I'm here, and I will stop what I'm doing. Because if anyone on here actually calls me, I know it's important, and I will take the time to spend with you, I promise. And even a message, if you send me a message, I will reply. If I'm busy, I do apologise, but I will reply as soon as I possibly can. And I'm hoping to be able to work something out through time where even if I do have other people working with me or for me, the messages that come across to you, it won't just be a message. It'll be like, would you like a voice call? Would you like a video call with the person? So when you're talking with anyone who works for me, you're going to have the opportunity to see their face, see that they're for real, and see that whatever we're saying is from us and from where we want to, like from our heart. And as I said, like, to use your own heart in a situation is very hard, to judge and all that sort of stuff. But from what I'm trying to do, I'm using my heart, my kindness, and then if it gets taken advantage of, that's where I get upset with myself. And like I said, I get disappointed, I feel down. So from what I wrote down earlier, I don't fear anything. I was self-doubting. I was criticising myself for being a person who used my kindness, and I was thinking some horrible things, and it wasn't about me; it was about the other people, and that's just what happens sometimes. And sadly, it's shit that happens because I don't want to have to think badly of others, and it's due to my heart that I did. So even from a kind place, it can be quite horrible. I promise people, it's not nice. It's not a nice place to leave when you're trying to be a kind person. Just because I've been 12 years clean, that doesn't mean I'm not. Like Marcus put something up earlier about the beast within. That's so true. I know I've got a beast within, and I do not. I like to keep it tame. I like to keep it down, and I am able to tame it now. So that's a very good thing. Yeah, nice, buddy. Yeah, that's good that you were chatting with him. He's such a good seed, mate. And so from a perspective of like we're too, some people are so quick to judge that people are here to do the wrong thing or to say stuff about another person. It's just why even worry about what another person's doing in this space? It's a bit shit, to be honest. It doesn't matter what other people are doing or how they're progressing and what they're doing within that space to make the space better. It's about the outcome for the people involved throughout the thing. if anyone has issues with other groups and what they're saying or doing, I'm here to have a chat with about that too, because at the end of the day, I'll help you see that that's how they're dealing with their problems in their situations in their space. Within this space, I'm trying to show that no matter what, we can have these bad thoughts, we can go through things, and it can be due to other people and those sorts of things. But it doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about who or what or whatever. It's just about knowing that it's about you that you're here in this space for that. Thank you very much, Jessica. Yeah, no, and that's what it's about, mate. I've never met Ash before until when I met him for a coffee to say I wanted to give him $2,000 to help him with his thing. I just reached out to him because I seen his posts and that, and I could see sincerity. And so like I've done with Marcus, I just reach in and I see something special in people, and I'll grab it. Because nobody grabbed me, and I've always had something special, but nobody ever seen it. Nobody ever gave me the gratitude. No one showed me that I was worth it. Nobody. And all hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about others. Nobody. No, I didn't see myself worth. I didn't see that I could be a person that I am. That's what it's about, people. It's not about what others fucking think or do or see or whatever. It's us. It's within us to be this person, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. Because if we focus on what other people think and say and do, we're not going to do anything, even myself. So I know that I've had a struggle over the last few days, and I now know what it was, and now it's gone. So onwards and upwards, no more self-doubt. Oh, there will be, no doubt. But I'm not gonna sit and dwell on it. I'm here for you guys, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, you haven't met Ash? Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Well, I'll see what I can do, Marcus. I'll let you know, and I'll see if it's okay with Ash when he comes down and he catches up with me. I'll see if it's all right if we come meet you, mate. We can be 3 blokes sitting around having a coffee, mate. What do you reckon? How's that one sound? But yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, for sure. That's an easy thing to arrange, buddy. No doubt. Like, yeah, it'd be cool having to sit down with 2 like-minded fellows trying to make changes in the little old Tassie community. And also, like I said, I want to do it as big as I can because I'm in a different process in life. It's onwards and upwards for me. I can't. I'm not just about one place. I want to help so many other people. I am working on here first, of course, and down in Tassie. But once I'm able to, I'm out. I'm going. I'm a little birdie that's flying free. Just like bloody Fly Little Birdie. He's a good bloke. Old Damien. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for sure. Yep. No, I'll have a chat with him, Marcus, and yeah, we 3 blokes sitting around having a coffee, mate. And that's what I'm going to create down here. I actually say I haven't told anyone else what I'm doing. That's how much I trust Ash. I just had a conversation with him, and I told him what my idea is. So. I struggle to trust people, so I let him within and showed him what the old creative mind of mine has, and he liked it. So it's a positive thing. I can't wait to actually reveal it on here in the next week, I reckon, because I need to sit down and have a look at doing a flyer. Yeah, Spotty Dog, mate, Spotty Dog. So yeah, and yeah, Jessica, that's it. That's all you have to do, mate. Is it's not even about proving anything to yourself. It's about showing up for yourself and being that person that you need to be. So I'm not going to finish up, but my last bit here is when we do this, it shows that through our 2 minds and sometimes with our heart. Decisions lead us to the voices we speak to get us to better futures past, which is so true, okay? As I've just said, so I'm actually feeling a lot better now. I didn't want to talk about, and I haven't actually talked about the problem, but I have been able to voice pieces of my issue that I've had from yesterday, and it actually makes me feel so bloody good. I feel so much better. I woke up with a headache. I didn't feel good with myself. I was almost struggling to get this, and I was reading over this, what I just read out to you, and I was thinking, is this right? Does this sound right? Is this? And I don't do that, people. I do not second guess myself. When I'm writing something out, I don't, and even when I was reading it out, you can tell I was still a bit, because of what the self-doubt I put in myself. I put that self-doubt in. I was criticising what I was doing, and just all the other horrible thoughts that were sneaking in on me. And it's not because of any of what I was thinking that was being possibly portrayed is true. It's because I can look at everything on how other people may perceive it. And that's the part where it gets me, is because I look at how other people look at things. And I have that bloody mind to be able to do it. And I shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. I should have just seen it for what it was and just gone, don't worry about it, Lee. Fucking get over it, forget it. Because it ate me a little bit, people. I stewed a little bit. I'm not going to lie about the situation that it was. And it is what it is. It is now done and dealt with. It's not even dealt with. It's just done. I'm not dealing with anything. Only thing I now need to deal with is me and being the person I know I can be for all you beautiful people who are taking your time to sit in here and watch this space. Because I am so very grateful that you are willing to sit here and listen to me. I'm not a qualified bloody professional in anything. All I've done is explain my story, where I am, what I do. And I know that it's even better than that out here, because just my story, I've spoken with people, and I've had private messages with them, and they don't actually realise what I do as a person. Own a disability support company. I do all these beautiful things in the community. I hire 20 plus people. I'm already doing good things in the community, people. It's not about. I never thought I could help this space before because of all the problems I had. Having this ankle monitor made me realise that I can help people, to show people that we don't have to go backwards. And I've managed to create words and stuff to go along with what I'm saying. So like the better futures past, let's get grounded, the foundations, building your structure, all that sort of thing. Thank you, Jessica. Don't make me cry. So it's things like that and I could be on here just speaking with just you guys for the rest of eternity at the end of the day, and no matter what, that is healing enough for myself, definitely. And I'd hope that through the time that like you could have that connection with me as well. I know you've already stole me bloody partner, Jessica, bloody sending her messages all the time. No, that's good though. That's good for Christine as well. Like I've said on here before, like we struggle to reach out to people because it's so hard with what we do and all that sort of thing. And life's pretty hard sometimes when you're trying to do all these things. We've got a big family. It can be bloody hard to actually meet people that are good people, hey. So that's what we do though, and it's so great. As I said, I'm so bloody grateful. Christine's even getting into me, so normally we just have our little chin wag before I go online, and that's just about normal. Today she was like, "So what do you got written down? What's your message today? Okay, with that message, what are you going to give them?" It's like, gosh, love, calm down. Like you're just like me, bloody. You're my worst critic at the moment. I'm already struggling this morning. So. But that's the thing, because of her pushing me, I reread it, I looked through it, I made some adjustments to what I'd written. And that's because she believes in me. So if she can believe in me, then I can do anything, to be honest. Oh, stop it. You're going to make me blush. Yeah, no, that's good, Jessica. Like, that's what I mean. Like her being on here yesterday, because I wasn't actually ready to have nearly 20 people on here. Hey, I'm quite happy having the few of you on here because I can communicate and talk. And good morning, mate. Good morning, little Everest. How you going?
I said little.
Why'd you say little? I'm a big Everest now. Do you want me to say it? Light Allah. Ah, dear. Hello, Phoebe. How you going, mate? I'll reply to your messages shortly, eh? I've had a couple of things going on this morning. Sorry. I know she's good value. See, she's been speaking with all of you guys. It's like she's trying to steal my limelight. But that's okay. If she gets a bit of light in life, that's where I'd love that too. She deserves the light more than me, to be honest. Through her life, she's had a lot of misery, and for such a beautiful lady to be treated the way that she's been treated is quite despicable, to be honest. Oh wow! Fuck! Phoebe just comes in and kicks me in the guts while I'm down. Woo! She does keep me on my toes, mate, and that's good. At the end of the day, thanks. Like, you're making me laugh. Thank you. I was having a bit of a shit morning, to be honest, because of the outcome of yesterday. But that's all good. These things get thrown in our paths, and like I said, from our heart, sometimes it's horrible when things happen. Oh, see, I can't. It's not showing me anything up here, people. I can't even see. I'm just seeing your messages pop up. But that's fine. At least see, I'm still communicating with all you guys. That's awesome. Well, that's good. I'm glad to see there's 10 people in here. Thank you. And thanks for being my admin and letting me know. Hey Ash, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. So it can be a struggle in the world sometimes, people, especially when we have that idea and that concept that our judgment, we believe, is good sometimes, and then other times our heart and our mind isn't good. We need to listen to the words that come out. And like I said, if I had to listen to my own words, I probably wouldn't have been in yesterday's predicament. But I woke up. So I wrote these words down, and I literally woke up with, no, not the fear bit, with self-doubt. I was criticising myself, and I was saying so many horrible things that I questioned every word I wrote down. And then Christine sat next to me and literally said, "What's your message today?" Told her, and then she's like, "What are you going to be able to give to the people? What are you going to inform them of? What are you going to be able to show them in that thing?" And then I actually said something about gut feelings, and then she's come back at me, and I actually haven't used the gut feeling because of what she said. I thought, all right, I'll let you have that one. Because gut feelings can be good. And they can and we probably should listen to them, to be honest, because they're not always instant, but when they do come in, you probably should listen. Yeah. So from our words, people, it'll help that two minds that we sit in sometimes. Definitely, it's a shit place. We need to get out of the two minds through our voice so that we can heal. Or start the healing and realise that when you block your gym off and you do things around it and you know the gym's there and you're not doing it, you're probably blocking something with your second mind. Where are we at? What's going on here? Oh dear. Thank you very much, Jessica. So, like even yesterday's live, that's had over like 2,000 views since yesterday. I haven't checked it again this morning, but it was 2-2 or something last night before I went to bed. So yesterday was a big morning for me, to be honest. I reached America. We're now friends with somebody in Los Angeles who does ministry, or who did ministry, but they also do helping like people. And we're possibly going to go over there and visit these guys just to like collaborate with what they do over there on such, because in Los Angeles that'd have to be like a huge scale, and to be able to sit with like-minded people who have done it for a long time and are doing things for a right reason. That's the sort of thing I want. That's where I'm at now. I want to learn from other people who have done it for some time. And I'm here to mentor others that are trying to do things in a business aspect. I'm able to learn off people like Ash as well, because he's doing amazing in the community, and I can get guidance through Ash. He's doing phenomenal work with what he's doing in the community. To be honest, I love it. Okay. Yeah, I'm still figuring things out, Josh. I'm just trying to give it a go. Yeah, I know. So yesterday was a big one. It just keeps growing, to be honest. So I must be doing something right, people. And like yesterday afternoon, that turned into be quite a funny afternoon, to be honest. There was a few people on here, and they actually got to see the visual of the Comanche coming into the Derwent through my vision. And I only seen it because I literally looked out the corner of my eye and could see all these little boats running in, showing their support to the big fella. And it resonates with me as well, stuff like that. I look at stuff like that thinking with all those people, the leader wasn't even at the front. The little people were the ones guiding the show to get them to the finish line. It was like they was in the race with him and beating him, and they felt really good, even though they probably had a motor. But that's what it's about. It's about that unity to bring people through. And I'm pretty much, for each individual on here, I'm like one of those little boats trying to push you through as a big boat, and as a winner, because that's my job. I'm a voice just like yours. Your time is as important as mine, and there's nothing else more special than that. And to see, I quite often look at things and I see metaphors. I see so many things in this mind, people. It's full on. Like, if only you knew. I'm guessing though, with the time that you spend on here with me, that you can see, my mind is always racing. So yeah, and I do apologise about the break in the live before. But like I said, especially if somebody's calling me and I know that it's important, or I didn't even know that it was important, but I know that if somebody is calling me through from this page, that it is a very important moment, and I will cut lives, I will stop whatever. And I did have to call him back because I just missed it, only because I was trying to let you guys know that I have to go. And it was only because I was stuck in two minds. I was like, shit, Ash was calling, and I'm looking at you guys, and I'm like, oh, what do I do? I was a deer in headlights, people. But I took the decision, and for being rude in this situation, I had to. It was right, because a person needed my assistance with just some words, and my words helped. I hope, and I hope that it works out for Ash, because people are fucking horrible. That's all I'll say. And that's just what we need to do for each other. We need to show each other that we're here for each other's needs. And same goes. So if you could be calling me and I'd be on a live, and if I knew it was, so if you call me on Messenger or something, I can guarantee you I would stop the live and answer the call straight away, because to me, I know that there's people don't call all the time. That's something important, and I'm quite willing to make that call. And if it is just to say hello and we really wanted to talk to you, I'd be a little bit upset, but I'd be happy to hear it though. And that'd be one of those, I'm in two minds whether I should say, oh, you dick, I was on a live, or thank you, and I'm very grateful. But either way, both of them are pretty cool to say. Oh yeah, no. So yeah, it's a bit funny. You will laugh. It was quite amusing. I was halfway through a conversation. I think I was about 38 minutes in, and then I just looked out the side and I could just see all the boats, Jessica, and they were just coming down the thing. And it was a bit funny. You going in a minute? Lovely Christine's got to go to work, do her amazing things. I'll sit here and do this for we'll go for another 15 minutes or so. I'll give you a bit of time. No, she's got to go to work I think she's got to do a 6-hour shift and then another 2-hour shift tonight. So I hope she's able to get some lunch or something while she's out. She doesn't look after herself sometimes, and it frustrates me to no end. And so here you go. Here's a story. All right, so when I had my bloody hold on, I'll read Marcus first. That's the other thing, Marcus, definitely, buddy. And I sort of hoped that I wasn't put in that situation, but I would definitely take the call and do the best I could with the tools I've got. And I'd be very hopeful that I'd be able to help somebody. Yeah, I know. And that's the hard thing, isn't it, Jessica? It could be. And it doesn't matter who it is. Everyone's important, mate. Definitely. Jessica said, have a good day, beautiful lady. I will. That was Christine's lovely voice. Marcus said, have a great day, Christine. That was me being Marcus. I don't know what happens, mate. Honestly, I'm just a dick. And now I've actually forgot what I was about to talk about. Deary fucking me. All I can do is laugh now, because I really fucking forgot. And I'm pretty sure it was quite important. Hey, where are we at? No, I don't think I'm going to get it back, people. Oh, dear. Deary V. Actually, no, it was about a story. I've got a story. Now I remember. All right, so when I had my licence, people, and Christine would be working phenomenal hours all day, every day, and doing night shifts and everything. I literally used to wake up every morning. I'd get the kids' lunches ready. I would then get Christine. I'd get the kids off to school. I would then go meet Christine at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I would have a gluten-free bacon and egg muffin. I would then also have a coffee for her. I would sit with her, let her eat her breakfast whilst I had a bit of a chinwag. Then she would go off to her next shift. I would then meet her around any time that I could to make sure that I helped keep her nourished. I feel like the biggest arse right now, because there's no way for me to possibly be able to maintain that. And to be honest, I notice it's friggin' made a difference because she doesn't look after her friggin' self. And she's over there. She knows I'm talking about her, people. You don't have to message her and say Lee was bad-mouthing you. But that's how much I love her, and I would do anything for her. And knowing that I can't do anything for her because of this stupid licence thing, it does upset me, knowing that the things that I can do to make her day better, I can't do it now to the best of my ability. But I suppose I do try to do everything to the best of my ability around here and through what we got to do to be that person to make life better when she is home. It's not always because I'm me, and I'm just difficult. I'd see she doesn't even know. She thought I wasn't watching. She's over there nodding her frigging head, people. She's like, yeah, you're difficult, all right, people. Cheers, mate. I'm a good crazy, Marcus. I'm a good crazy. And like you're saying, so I do want to reach more. I want to reach so many different sorts of people. So here you go. Here's another funny story, Jessica. So we don't only have Uber over here. My daughter's name's Pearl, and we call her Pooba. Because she has to pick the boys up from school and stuff, and she has to do errands for me and things like that. So she's my Pooba, not Uber. Sorry, I just had to bring that one up. As soon as you mentioned Uber, I was like, here's my Pooba moment. But no, she's an amazing young lady. She does so much for us. Like I said, at Christmas time, she did all the wrapping of our gifts for our clients and stuff like that. She runs the boys to and from school. She stops and gets me things from the bloody supermarket, all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, no, she's an amazing young lady, and she goes to uni full time as well, people. So, yeah, we're very lucky. We've got a very lucky family. Lily does help out when she can. She works a lot. She's got a full time job. Aiden helps out as well, her partner. So I'm very lucky to have the people with me through this time of bloody heartache with my ankle monitor and also my restricted or no driving. Because while I've got this ankle monitor on, I can't even go pick the kids. I couldn't pick, wouldn't have been able to pick the kids up from school. So lucky it's happened in the holidays. So at least if something does happen and Pearl has to do something, I can always catch a bus over, Uber back with them, or I can Uber them from the school, catch it, or they can catch a taxi. It will be expensive, of course, but it's my fault. It's my own stupid fault, and that's why it'll cost me. And it's worthwhile because they do amazing things. See that amazing beauty? It was like a little ray of sunshine. Kissed me right on the lips, it did. I love you. I love you, baby. Yeah, no, we have Jessica. We've got very beautiful children. Angel's absolutely amazing as well. She's a beautiful, godly young lady. So we're very, very lucky. So lucky it's not funny, to be honest. To be these people that we are and to have the kids that we've got, like even our boys there, they're going to be good kids. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, no, that's good, Mark, and you need that support, mate. It makes a difference. So your family's like your community, and with unity, you can get it all done, buddy. And that's what it's definitely about. It's about creating that unity between many people, where possible. Yeah. I knew what you meant, mate. I knew what you meant, buddy. And that's the thing, mate. Is we're so for the guys that we are, mate. We're very lucky to have got the surroundings that we do. I met one of your daughters the other day. She seemed very lovely, very just like there for you, and that's what you need, mate. You need your kids to be present for you. And like I said the other day, I don't know whether you want your kids on here and watching and that sort of stuff. That's why I didn't accept their friend request. So, and tell them I didn't mean anything by it if they ask why hasn't Lee accepted me. Just say it was because it's more of the adult factor. I wanted to make sure that it was okay with you guys that they watch this stuff. Because maybe, and if they're good kids, they don't need this. They need to learn like what you're doing with yourself. That's the best thing that they can do at the end of the day. It'd be good if they did learn something from this stuff, I suppose. Then you don't have to teach them as much, mate. But you know, it's about trying to make sure that we move into this next season, like next year, and try to change bits in the world that it's only going to happen through community. Yeah, that's it, mate. Good job. It's it's about looking after ourselves, a community, that sort of thing. So if we've got a community, like people can go on here and go, oh, I remember through one of these lives, I was having a bit of a chin wag and that with somebody, and it helps connect people to be like, well, they seem pretty cool. I wonder what they'd think if, I might ask them if it's okay if I send a message or something. Oh, I was about to say goodbye to Christine, but she's backing out the other way. Definitely, mate. Yeah, of course, yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing too. That's how it was with Christine's boys at one stage. It was so hard for me because of the upbringing and all that sort of stuff they had. I struggled so hard with them. I tried to love them so much. I tried to get them to trust me. And it took, like I said, I said a while ago, it took me to get like Christine to, when she was working so much, to show them that I am here, I love yous, and like, Mum's not actually here at the moment, so you sort of do need me. And it's that point now, like Emrys comes in of a night time, like I went down and gave him a hug good night and a kiss and a cuddle, and he didn't like it because I got prickles. But he came back up again like about 15 minutes later to give us another hug and a kiss because I love it. It's the best feeling now. Because I worked so hard. I promise it's been like 5 years, and it's taken me to get to this point. And it's only been happening over the last 6 months, to be honest, because we've always had a struggle. But to get to this point now, it's absolutely beautiful to have them be affectionate with me, because I have that with my son, like Gray. He's always hugging me and kissing me, and I love you, Dad, and all that. And I hate that the boys don't have a dad, but I am their dad. So it makes it quite hard. So when Gray goes to his mum's and that, normally I'll try to do something special with the boys. With this ankle monitor, it's so hard. Very, very hard, people. It's quite horrible because I'm restricted on what I can't just take him to a movie because it will go overtime. I can't take him out to bounce because, within that hour from here to there, anything can happen. Then, it's too much of a risk for me not to be able to make it home in time. So sadly, they miss out with time with me. We do sit down, we watch movies, we've been playing some games, that sort of thing. He asked me to help him do, his sister bought him a bloody crochet thing for Christmas last year and this year, and he still hasn't done the one from last year, and he's come out to me and he's like, Lee, can you help me? I looked at the instructions and I said, nah, not doing it. I can't do that. That's too much. So now his sister's started crocheting so that she can teach him how to do it. Yeah, no, and that's it, mate. It's and that's so when it comes down to new relationships and combined and mixed kids and all that sort of stuff, it's very hard. Because you've got two parents that love their kids individually so much, unconditional love, and to try and, like, at first it was a struggle for Christine because she's always been mum and the boss and that sort of thing. For me, I was always trying to be the caring, loving person, but because I was also I'm a strict sort of person. Discipline, all that. I am quite, but I'm also less disciplined than what Christine was, because like the kids they weren't allowed to play or anything like that. They weren't allowed to make noise when we go out and that sort of thing. They had to stay by mum's side. Whereas me, I'm like, oh no, you just walk ahead, mate. Go up to bloody EB Games, potter off. As long as you tell me where you're going, that's fine. As long as you know where we're gonna be, and you go off. If you go off and you come back here and we're not there, you go back to where you said you were, and we'll come and meet you. It's about organising things and letting them know where their place is and what they need to do to give them that little bit of independence and the ability to know that they don't have to. They're not stuck by mum's side or Lee's side or whatever. Because Gray does it. Gray just bloody potters. He's off his head. It's like polar opposites. With Gray, I've had to reel him in and give him more bloody things. With the other two, I've had to get Christine to allow them to be kids, like play, be noisy. Like at certain stages there, they knew that when it was Lee at home and just Lee, fucking run around the house, make noise, boom, bam, crash, fight, bloody whatever. They couldn't go too far. I'd stop it. But then when Mum got home, it was like, zip it, stop, don't, because Mum's going to tell you to stop, you're being too loud. But that's only because Christine was used to that lifestyle as well with her partners and stuff like that. Whereas with me, it's like, no, let them be kids. Fucking they're kids. Let them play. They're boys. They're going to be boisterous. They're going to fucking roll around. They're going to fight. They're going to punch. They're going to hurt each other. But once they hurt each other, they've got to know that you don't fight back. You accept that you've been hurt and it was all your faults, no one else's, and we need to stop, go sit in our rooms and get over it. Not to keep it ongoing or think that the other person's got to hurt the other person, because that's not going to fix anything either. So it's about teaching kids boundaries, basically. Not shutting them into a fence where they can't move, but also not extending the boundaries where there's nothing. You've got to have fences, people, for kids. And when you've got the set out boundaries, they're going to push, of course, because that's what kids do. Once they get up on top of the fence, push them back over and say, no, not this fence, mate. No, you're already allowed over them other two fences, which you probably shouldn't be jumping over. This one, definite no. And that's guidance, people. It's the same as ourselves. Like we've got all these things that we block ourselves with. So instead of being like kids and being inquisitive and trying to jump over fences, we're fucking running backwards trying to lock the door. So we need to find that inner child, to be honest. And that sounds weird coming from a bloody bloke, but it's about knowing that kids will push boundaries that they don't care about. They don't think about it. So like me, I've pushed boundaries that much. I've created something amazing. Yep, no, that's exactly right, Jessica. Phoebe, stop it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, you're just stuck. We're going to have to try and help Phoebe out, people. We're all going to have to see if any of our keys work. And I hope you haven't lost your actual keys, though, Phoebe, and that is not a joke, to be honest. Yeah, so... Yeah, there's another, I suppose, that's just a guidance on what's helped me to get my kids to being the beautiful souls that they are at this time. And it's about being different for each area. I hate how you can see everyone. I can't see everyone. Hey, Daniel. How you going, mate? Yeah, so with the kids thing, it's, so with my kid who's out there extrovert, I've got to rein him in a little bit to pull his head in, and then with the other two, they've been introvert. Or actually, all of Christine's, they're quite introvert, but they've come out of their shells so much, like it's amazing. Like, I think Angel, I had to tell her one time, like, not to be so nasty, because instead of going from being an introvert and not saying anything, I taught her to be the extreme, and then I had to tell her to rein it in, because I was like, nah, you can't be that full on with people. You can't just fucking throw it at them. you can, but you've got to be a little bit withdraw a little bit. And no, she hasn't. She's still very boisterous and voicey. We actually had a little bit of a dispute not long ago because just because of those sorts of things, because she was not thinking the bit before where it could be a little bit different. But that's all right. And that's what we do with our kids. We're going to have issues, but it's about letting them know no matter what. We're there no matter what. We're always going to be there, and to always come to us if there's a problem, because if your kids can't come to you, they're only going to go seek advice or follow their peers, and that's not what we want people. We need them to be able to come to us with any problem, big or small, doesn't matter what it is, because a lot of the time they're only scared of what they've seen and how you react. Hence, I'm trying to refrain from my anger, because I suppose if you're going to get an anger each time you're in trouble, you're not going to want to come and revise with somebody to try and fix the things. So yeah, it's a catch-22, because with some things you do have to be a little bit. All right, mate, you go adult. I'm going to have to go do the same thing soon in about 2 minutes. I've got to run a bloody business and I've already paid the people, so that important part's out of the way, but now I need to be paid for the services that we've just paid people for. So, yeah, so it's adulting shit, people. You know, the amount of taxes that we have to pay and people, it's horrible, but it's a good feeling as well, because we provide jobs, we help the community, and we help people in need, and we give to charities as well. So and I'm now doing this, which is even, I'm loving it. Even this is one of the best things I've ever done. You know, it's a free thing at the moment, and I'm loving that I'm able to give to people, as I've said. But, you know, in the future, I'm going to look at doing something where I'm going to be making money somewhere, people, because you can't have things run on. So would you run your car with no petrol? I don't think so. So I'm literally pushing my car for you people at the minute, and making sure that we get to each servo. We just look at the servo and go, we'll be here soon, we'll fill it up. But for now, I'm quite happy running on empty for you and pushing the car to show you that that's what happens. This is what happens when somebody's here for you. I'll push the car, and down the track I will ask to help, have a bit of help to push the car to get us to the servo, so we can put our first lot of fuel in and get this cranking and get it going hard. Let's get it going hard, people, because the harder we get it going, the better futures past we can create for many people, and hopefully change a lot of the ways people look at things, because that's where it is. It's the minds we need to change, because even on shit days, there's always some glory out there. There's always something beautiful. And I know that it's hard to see, and everyone, like some people are like, oh, well, you know, not everyone can be happy, and I do understand all that. But those ideas and thoughts are never going to change if we keep sitting in it and saying, I don't know how these people can be happy. I can't do this. It's all about I. We need to make the sorry to hear that, Marcus, but have a good day. Get that changed, mate, and I'll organise that coffee for me, you and Ash, mate. All right, buddy. Yeah. So I'll have a chat with Ash and say how you want to catch up. You're a good bloke, mate, and like I said, I see good things for you, and I want to make those things happen, buddy, because I want to be that person that brings you from the bloody darkness to the light, mate, in a sense, and help you bring your own darkness out of your mind into your voice, so that you can hear what you need to say. And start doing what you think's possible. Take your purpose, mate. take the opportunity and run with it, buddy, because I'm here to lift you up, mate, definitely. So, and you've seen before firsthand, if you call me and you need me at any time, I will cancel anything I'm doing to make sure I'm there for you. And that's all. That's the best I can do at the moment. If I was to jump on my scooter, I reckon I could make it to Bridgewater. Just because I'm not on full go at the minute. But yeah, no, definitely, mate. I'm here for you and anyone else that's on here as well. So on that note, people, it's a beautiful day down here in Hobart. I hope it's a beautiful day anywhere else that everyone else is. And I really hope that we can change our two minds. So, yeah. And it's through our voice that it happens, people. Because once it's out through the voice, we can see it clearly, just like this beautiful day. So on that note, people, say it clear, say it loud, and let's get grounded.